Here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're brand new here, welcome. Grab a seat, stay a while. Do me a couple favors first. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Go next door, ring that bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment. If you're one of the over 700 regulars here, welcome back for another round. I ask that you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment, because YouTube does love those comments. And of course, share this video out on all social media. Instagram, X, and socials are down below in the description. Again, check out the link to that Joker Voice merch store. Joker Voice and Wednesday night is overbooked merch as well. Okay, so after what would be called a disappointing WrestleMania, the WWE has its first premium live event with Backlash, being this year in St. Louis, Missouri. The last 2 years have seen this event in Puerto Rico and Lyon, France, to very raucous, very loud crowds. Now, could the WWE deliver with a 5-match card, an event where they had no Cody Rhodes, no Seth Rollins, no Io Sky, no Roman Reigns, and no CM Punk? Wow, in my opinion, what we got was actually quite a good premium live event. Let's discuss.
This is gonna be good.
Now, the show started off with the United States Championship match in a fatal 4-way with the champion Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, and LA Knight. Now, this might have been the best match of the entire show. Not to say that these matches were bad, but this may have been the best. Everyone got a chance to shine and show off their best offense. Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre found themselves out in the crowd, where Damian hits his South of Heaven chokeslam off some production crates through a table onto Drew. Now, that took them both out of the picture for the remainder of this match. Now, LA Knight and Jacob back in the ring. LA Knight had Jacob strewn across the announce table, and he had climbed to the top rope. He's on the post. He's going to drop his elbow drop onto the announce table onto Jacob. No. But luckily, out comes Solo Sikoa, pulling Jacob off the table. LA Knight comes down, and he wants to have a little chat with Solo Sikoa. They come over to the barricade area, and LA Knight is just blasted by Solo Sikoa's new recruit, the recently signed Jeff Cobb. They send LA Knight back into the ring. They tell Jacob, go on in. Jacob hits his moonsault, gets the 1-2-3, and Jacob Fatu retains the United States Championship. Yet all the while, he's looking at Solo and Cobb and wondering, Solo, what angle are you playing at?
Well, that's interesting.
Now, next was the Women's Intercontinental Championship match between the champion, Lyra Valkyria, being challenged by Becky Lynch. Now, I've said that this heel turn from Becky does feel a bit forced, but I understand why they're doing it, to give Lyra more endearing from the WWE audience and to get her more over. Well, it's working. With the go-home segment from Raw and this match, The fans were 100% behind Lyra and definitely getting her over with their approval. Now, both women in ring turned in a match. I don't care what Charlotte Flair says. This match was way better than the Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte match at WrestleMania. I will admit, I was surprised at the ending because I thought there was going to be a title change. I'm not upset by it, but I am interested as to see where this is going to go as Lyra Valkyria rolls up Becky Lynch and is still the women's intercontinental champion.
I did not see that coming.
Now, staying with the IC titles, we move into our third match, which for the Intercontinental Championship, with the champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, being challenged by Cero Miedo Penta. Now, coming off his win at WrestleMania, Dom is still very much over as the new champion, despite him being a heel, and Penta is just cool. His presentation, his entrance, his in-ring work, and this match was a lot of fun. I mean, we saw Dominic Mysterio hitting a DDT off of a suicide dive, Penta hitting a Mexican destroyer on the ring apron. I mean, Dom even went and hit Liv Morgan's Oblivion finisher for a near fall. Now, the finish did involve shenanigans. Of course, the Judgment Day came out as the Penta was getting momentum, but they were not the ones who factored into the finale of this match. No, as I said on Wednesday Night is Overbooked, El Grande Americano interfered, hitting Penta with his loaded mask, knocking Penta out, allowing Dominic to hit the frog splash and still retain the Intercontinental Champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, with assistance from El Grande Americano.
Called it.
Next, we come to Pat McAfee, the Raw color commentator, versus the Ring General Gunther. And I'll be honest, this match was a lot more fun than I expected. The end was never in doubt, but getting there was fun. Michael Cole even left commentary and pulled a Bobby Heenan. If you know, you know. Now, Gunther did make Pat look good in a match that could have been a little shorter, if I'm being completely honest. And this was a very predictable match. Predictable is not always a bad thing, as Gunther is just prepping for his inevitable head-to-head with Goldberg.
Duh.
And finally, we're at the main event. The 17-time WWE Champion John Cena versus St. Louis's own Randy Orton. Now, this match started off with the very predictable and deliberate pace that you're going to expect from a John Cena Randy Orton match. Now, in the last 10 minutes, the pace really picked it up and did not affect the crowd at all as they were into this match right from the beginning all the way through. Now, we did have ref bumps, attitude adjustments, RKOs, even had some interference from R-Truth. But in the end, a low blow and a belt shot to the head, and John Cena is still the WWE Undisputed Champion. Now, all in all, Backlash was a good show with a match card that, comparing it to night one of WrestleMania outside of the main event, was a better match card than night one of WrestleMania. And taking the main event of Backlash with John Cena was a way better main event than the main event with John Cena from WrestleMania 41.
That's a fact.
But these are just my thoughts. I want to hear from you down below in the comments. Be sure to tune in this week. We'll be talking about this and a whole lot more. You know the time, you know the place. 6 p.m. Pacific, right here, this channel. Me and the guys talking about Wednesday Night is Overbooked. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. didn't like the video, hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys all very soon. Hope you had a great weekend. Have a wonderful week ahead of you. Always have fun. Keep talking. Keep smiling. Until next time, Doodles.
I say you better